This morning, getting off Gari, which is Fraser Island, last night. As you'll see in this episode, we had quite a lot of mechanical issues while we were on Fraser Island. We've come off a couple of days early, but that didn't stop us from also having a lot of fun and seeing and enjoying a lot of the beautiful sights on Gari.
Yeah, so in the end, we ended up spending 4 nights and 5 days on the island. We came over from Riverheads, got the barge over to Kingfisher Bay, made our way across the island, landed on the eastern beach, set up camp for a night, I can't understand why later on, and then trundled up a bit further to a camp not far from Eli Creek, and then left via the island down to Hook Point and took the Innsbruck ferry across.
And as you'll see, the trip from Kingfisher across to the beach, across the island, was really our undoing. Not recommended for a caravan, we've now realised. So yeah, lots of interesting mechanics and fun times on Fraser you'll see in this episode.
That's right, check it out. Here we are down at Riverheads, about to get on the barge across to Gari. It should be pretty exciting. Not too far away, it's about a 50-minute barge ride apparently. We'll be reversing the caravan on, so we'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, air down around at Kingfisher and plenty of adventure awaits. I was swimming like a fish there.
Yeah, well, we got on and that's first challenge over.
That's right. If only it's all that easy.
I just realised how dangerous this is because you could get seasick and car sick at the same time. So we're on the top level of the Fraser Adventure barge. It's a pretty good view and we're moving at a decent pace. Yeah.
The barge is coming in towards Gari, so not long before we hit the sand.
Very exciting. 2 minutes down the road, we're already stuck. Our drawbars got stuck in this big sand hole. Bit worrying because apparently there's quite a few more like this before we get to our camp. So we've come in the difficult entrance for vans.
Not a lot of fun at this stage.
Might have made a bit of a mistake there.
So our front tyre is completely off the ground. Geez, that was quick. That was good.
Another couple of k's down the road, and unfortunately we've chatted to a guy who said let the tyre pressures on the van down hugely or else there's no way we'll get to the beach, and that we should probably ditch our efforts to get to Central Station because it's almost impossible with the van.
Alright, so a few more kilometres along, things seem to be going okay. A nice little spot to pull up, but unfortunately our tyre pressure monitoring system's screaming at us. And looking from underneath the van, I think the wheel has bent a bit, so air's just leaking out. So time to change the tyre on the back of the van. Things have probably lifted up a bit, feeling a bit better now. Hopefully did another 5 kilometres there or so through the sandy tracks. New tyre on, didn't get bogged. Making our way down towards the beach, so downhill's always easy.
You literally cannot film. This is tense for driving. Both eyes, all sets of eyes on the road. It's all encouragement. The van is making it really challenging. That's when we said things were going well.
Ta-da!
Back bumper's fallen off.
Had a couple of bumps in it previously, so.
It's only plastic. At this point, we got onto Eastern Beach, and then another drama popped up. luckily these guys have come to help us. So we're just trying to put the wheel back on.
Well, this has been the worst day by far of this trip. It's just been horrible. So the van did not go well getting pulled through from the west to the east of Gari.
It had a lot of damages, one bogging, one wheel kind of not really working that well, kind of had to replace it. Jockey wheel's broken,
and then, as you will see, once again the wheel has fallen off.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Sheared off.
So had some helpful guys flag them down, and they've been able to help us get the wheel back on, so we can go at about 5 kilometres an hour to get up to beyond the high tide for tonight. Just got to plan out what do we do for 6 days and beyond.
Basically stranded in paradise on a beautiful beach. Hopefully tonight the tide doesn't catch us. We're going to spend the night out on the beach, and hopefully tomorrow we'll get a tow out of Fraser Island. Out there you can see a whale breaching and splashing about.
Mark's been just posting on the Facebook page for Fraser Island. Maybe someone might be able to come out and help tonight and put in some new wheel studs.
It's amazing, Facebook, and
Yeah. Anyway, we'll wait and see how that goes, but feeling a bit deflated.
I was feeling terribly deflated 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, really deflated. More deflated than some of the tyres that we've been driving on today.
But anyway, at least we're all safe and well, and I'm sure we'll work out some sort of solution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So at this point, an amazing local called Dave came to our rescue after his dinner. Although I'd been carrying spare wheel studs, based on a part number I'd been given by Austrac, it turned out they weren't actually the right size, so a lot of bush mechanics was required to get the wheel back on and spinning once again.
Alright, so it's day 2 of our Fraser adventure. We've packed up our temporary camp here. Things are semi-back on track, and we're going to cruise on up to Eli Creek, fenced camping area now, and set up there.
Fingers crossed it all goes smoothly.
Yeah.
Wait and see.
We've set up camp just outside of the Eli Creek fenced area. Chose to go for a different site, right on the beach. And having a bit of a relaxing morning. The tide's coming up, so the kids are having a bit of a play in the creek close to us. It's not Eli Creek, but a little creek nearby. And we're just doing some logistics.
So this is for dingoes. If a dingo comes, you're not meant to run away because then they're going to pick your food and start to chase them. If you have a stick and they try to come up and attack you, you can just prod it like that.
So Mark's working hard here repairing our bumper bar with some cable ties and various other fancy instruments.
It's come off, that's right. Panel bedding services.
Yeah.
It's come up in quite a few locations.
Yep.
Plastic bumper bars and plastic clips are not a forward driver's best friend.
No, seems an odd choice. But anyway, this we just hope will get us back to Melbourne, and then I think we're going to need a few bits and pieces repaired on the car. It's all part of the fun, hey?
So we're walking up Eli Creek, and then we might get our boarding boards down later and just like float down the river to the main swimming area.
Sounds beautiful.
with ya. I can't do nothing with ya.
Well, we're working with Mother Nature this morning. It's an early start because the low tide's at 6:20, which means the driving conditions start not long after 4. So we've got up in the 5s, sunrise behind me. Beautiful. Gonna head up north today, up to around Indian Head, Champagne Pools, that sort of area. Check that out.
First signs of Indian Head.
So here we are at Indian Head on Gowrie, and this is a spot I've been keen to come to for some time. I've had 3 trips to Gowrie before and never really felt like I've been able to sort of see that northern side of the island. So yeah, it's good to get up here. We'll keep on going over the hill and check out that side as well. Oh yeah, it's lovely here. Back at Eli Creek after heading up north. And yeah, just enjoying the sun. We're on the right side of the creek for the tides. Life's good.
This is so relaxing. We could make sand angels in here.
So last night I was keen to see what visitors we were having. So I spent a little bit of time to go and get some nice smooth sand around our campsite. I can show the results. So it was just one solitary dingo who seems to have come down past our campsite and headed down for a bit of a drink, I'd say.
So another perfect day of conditions for camping on the beach. Like, who ever gets such still, no wind conditions on the beach? We're so lucky with that.
Jade comes out this morning, she's like, has anyone seen a whale? Yeah, well, there's a whale.
Yep,
The whale spotter.
We've had whales passing by this morning, which was beautiful. We even heard them. And today, what are we up to?
We're going to go do the Central Lakes Drive. So basically we'll head up to Central Station, which is inland, go around, see Lake McKenzie, see Lake Wobby, and then the idea is to try and get back on the beach by about midday so we can get back to the van before the high tide comes up.
Yep, so always working with the tides, which is a bit of fun. So it's pretty early right now, but yeah, it should be a good day.
Yeah, let's hit it. central station, the only ones here. It's very peaceful this morning. Just found out about its history. Essentially 1920s, 1930 was set up as a forestry camp working with the softwood. So hoop pine here and kauri pine, and they introduced another species from the US as well. We're going to do a bit of a 20-minute stroll around the creek that's nearby and check that out before cruising on.
That is a mighty clear creek.
So Wanggoolba Creek is the one that runs past Central Station, and it is so amazingly clear. I've never seen anything quite like it. Just that water purification that the sand island offers is incredible. Look at it.
McKenzie was really nice and refreshing. I just can't believe how clear the water was, and it wasn't even that cold, and it was just a beautiful swim. Yeah.
It was really big and beautiful, so even if you weren't going to swim, it still looked really nice.
Small walk to Lake Wabi as part of our scenic drive.
We've got another issue with one of our tyres. This is one of our original ones. If you have a look over here, whopping big pops come out of here, and between here through till here there's a crack there. So just noticed that when I was airing down.
Now this is really similar to what happened on the Gib, I reckon.
Yeah.
Not on the Gib, on the Cape, yeah.
Really, really similar. So I'm going to change this one over again. We might remember in Cohen we were able to get a road tyre spare, so we're about to put that on. Which isn't ideal, but it should hopefully get us off the island and down to Rainbow Beach where we've teed up another tyre.
Bit of a wet day.
Bit of a wet start, yeah. Showers on and off, but we're ready to go at 6:44, not too bad.
Yep, going to try and drive off the island, limp off the island today.
That's right.
All ready to go, kids?
Yeah. Yes.
Taking it very slow. Already let our tyre pressures down a bit more.
Yeah, there's a spot there which didn't have as much open, firm sand as I was hoping. It's a real trade-off because when you put the van on, the tyres really bulge out. And we don't want another crack before we get there in the tyre.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's flying. People are rushing in for the school holidays, which starts at the end of today for Queenslanders. So while we're getting off, while the island is filling up. That's a Hook Point. That's in the skip point over there, and you can see they're running double barges today because of the amount of traffic coming through. So still a lot of soft sand, but I was just saying I reckon that the barge operators have dealt with this sort of thing before, of
trying to get a heavy vehicle through soft sand, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. Made it onto the barge.
Got on the barge.
One step at a time here.
Exactly.
It's a very long queue of people waiting to get onto the barge.
Very long. Here we are at a full-on car wash. Automated underbody wash. The piranha, let's see it go. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, this is really cool. So this is like, we're just getting
It's
our
the
car...
underbody car wash.
Yeah, we're just
for
getting our car clean with the underbody car wash.
people coming off Fraser Island.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's got robots doing it and everything. Super high pressure.
It's called the piranha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets a bit hot in the car while you're waiting.
We spent the rest of the day with the excellent crew at Rainbow Beach 4-wheel drive parts and repairs.